Alright, checking in. You can hear me, let me know. We'll start when a few more people come up in here. What's up, man? About to be one of them days, man. Take all day. About to be one of them days. I ain't gonna get back to the house till like 5 o'clock. Fighting traffic. Truck PM today, okay. Yeah, I gotta get mine. Probably sometime next week, maybe. Might do it at the end of next week or something like that. Yeah, I was looking at a couple things. But gotta get them PMs done good. Done in the winter time. You gotta do a lot of things when the winter comes. I know that. I had an issue with that airbag. I should have replaced all of them on my truck, but haven't really got a chance to do it. Some of this stuff in my truck, man, I still got the same parts on here since I bought it. Start looking at some of this stuff. I'm gonna wait for a few more people. I'll probably wait till the 5-minute mark line. But yeah, man, some questions. I'm trying to answer some of y'all's questions that I get sent to. A lot of the repeating questions that y'all ask. This probably one of the biggest ones that a lot of people ask. Everybody's trying to find a way to make some money. So I'll wait for a few more people to come up in here. I don't keep talking. If y'all coming in here, go ahead and hit the like button as y'all come in and let me know where y'all at. Y'all rolling? Or y'all off for the holidays? This is ridiculous right here. Ain't nobody even at the docks. This what we I shouldn't even did this on this phone, man, because we about to get a lot of interruptions. This what we doing, man. A whole bunch of docks open. Let's see. There you go. A whole bunch of docks open. Playing the weight game. Ridiculous, man. Sometimes, man, I wish some of these shippers, man, they need to have this product ready, staged. Waiting all day, man. The only thing about this local run every day, man, it feels like a job. It feels like when I was back at Coca-Cola or PFG. It's like a job. You know what I'm saying? If you understand what I'm saying, but the good thing about it is I'm doing it in my own business. I ain't got nobody to tell me what to do. You know. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Well, I'm gonna go ahead. What's going on, Torrance, trucker? Just did my last load of 2020 with my authority. Okay. Yeah, I'm out here still rolling. I probably roll tomorrow. Well, I am rolling tomorrow, and finish off my last run on Thursday morning. Notification just came out. Oh, okay. What's going on, Brandon? What's going on, Todre? Yeah, I guess it was a lag with the notifications. Y'all starting to pop up in now. What's good at home in Chesapeake? Oh, okay, yeah, I'm in Chesapeake right now. But going to get my 2011 Freightliner Cascade. Okay. Oh, you ready to buy one? You can deal with driver headache. Oh, you text me. Okay, yeah. I just saw the notification. I had did the live on the other phone, so I couldn't respond because it would have messed up the live. Because I'm waiting on a phone call. We gotta put the Columbia in the shop for overhaul. Okay. I'm winging it today. Nah, ain't nobody winging it. I'm buying one 750k miles, 18k. Okay, that's a good deal right there for a 2011. Not bad. Bad at all. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into the topic today. Like I said, a lot of people ask about this question: can you buy a truck and put a driver in it? That's what a lot of people is doing. A lot of people are leaving their jobs, investing in trucks. Don't have no experience in the transportation industry, and they're looking somewhere to put their money at other than stocks and stuff of that nature. And a lot of people coming to the trucking industry, buying trucks and stuff like that, and trying to make a quick flip. One thing about trucking, it ain't a quick flip. Everybody's looking for a shortcut. There's no shortcut in trucking. There's no shortcut in trucking. If it is, you try to do a shortcut, you will get bit in the ass. It just ain't it, man. Just ain't it. But answer the question though, buying a truck and put a driver, yeah, you can do it, but you're not going to be as much profitable doing it, because a lot of things are going to factor in. A lot of things going to factor with you buying that one truck, one truck operation, and trying to put a driver into that truck. Oh yeah, sidebar, just throw it out there. A lot of people ask if I have an Instagram. Yes, I do have an Instagram. In fact, let me go ahead and pin it right quick. I'll be forgetting.
Let's go.
Let me see. Go ahead and put that in right here before I get off track. Start talking. Okay. What is this, man? Okay, there you go. That's my Instagram. Y'all want to add me on Instagram? I do have an Instagram. Like I was saying, man, you're not gonna be as profitable with one truck operation, and you trying to put a driver in it. And then another factor is are you putting a W-2 employee in there, or are you putting a 1099 contract in that truck? That's gonna make a difference. And then another thing's gonna vary is, are you getting your authority, or are you taking that truck and leasing it to another company? that's going to play another factor. Because if you put that truck underneath another company, that's a cut. You're already getting cut. And then, depending on what company, you're dealing with spot market or you're dealing with dedicated freight, or contracted freight, or whatever the case may be. And that's, there's too much cuts going on. Then you got to pay the driver. And that goes along with the whole W-2 and 1099 employee. But once again, can you do it? Yeah, you can do it. But most people don't. You don't want to do it like that. This is my opinion. I wouldn't want to put. If I was going to do something like that, I wouldn't do a one truck operation. Go get a truck and put a driver in there, because it's going to cut the profits. You're not going to make the money that you think you're going to make, because you got to pay that driver. The best thing you can do is you as a person to be in that truck. But then what's happening is a lot of people are coming to this industry with no CDL. And I tell people, you go buy that truck and you put a driver in there, there's a 50% chance that that driver will abandon that truck. So what do you do to go retrieve that truck? You ain't got a CDL. You got to think about things like that. People don't think about things like that. This guy could be all the way in California. You live in Florida. You got to go retrieve that truck. And you ain't got a CDL. That means you got to go find somebody to go pick that truck up. It's just a lot of things happens with trying to buy a truck and put a driver in there and you ain't got a CDL. The best thing you can do is, this is my opinion, you as the individual that buys that truck needs to be in that truck, and you need to generate some revenue. And then you can look into buying a truck and putting a driver in it when your next truck. You see what I'm saying? But if you do go that route of being that one truck operation and you don't want to drive that truck, the best route is probably leasing that truck out and making that driver a 1099 driver. I wouldn't get involved with doing a W-2 employee with a one truck operation. Another thing I would do is also get the authority. But like I said, this plays into the part when a lot of people don't have no experience in the industry. It makes it very difficult. I told a lady over the Christmas holidays, she was interested in doing that, and I told her to look into going to a brokerage, doing a broker first. Get some experience. That's a cheaper way, a cheaper route to get in some knowledge of the transportation industry, and then try to figure it out from there what you want to do. Another thing that plays a part when buying trucks and leasing it under, we'll talk about leasing it under, I'm going everywhere with it, but taking trucks and leasing it under companies, a lot of things factor with that. Generally with does that individual driver have experience for that carrier's guidelines? Some companies require the person that's the owner of that truck to have experience too. That plays a factor too as well. I'm not saying all of them do, but some companies do that. I'm not sure. I know for a fact Landstar, like you try to, you don't want to drive the truck and you want to be you want to just kind of put a driver in there. That driver needs that, and I don't know if they changed the guidelines. I know it's 1 year. I know it's always been 1 year experience with 3 months of 1 year OTR experience with 3 months in the winter or something like that. It might have changed though. They keep changing the guidelines, but I just don't think doing this. Just as me personally, I just don't think it's profitable for somebody to do that and think you're going to make a lot of money, especially when the market is bad. And then there's just a lot of things varies when you don't have that CDL and somebody wants to abandon the truck and you got to go get it. I just think that's just not the move. Some of you guys might want to think about looking into a broker, being an agent. I'm not saying go get your broker's authority. You can go be an agent and be under a big broker and learn from like that. That give you some knowledge of the industry. That give you some knowledge how carriers work, how drivers operate, and that can be like an introduction into the industry. some of you guys are thinking about it. Some of you guys, a lot of people are trying to make a quick flip in this industry. The rates, when COVID hit and COVID was kind of balancing out and they started opening things back up, the rates shot through the roof. Everybody was doing these scam deals. Everybody was trying to buy trucks. Everybody was trying to, make quick flips. But a lot of you guys don't know. A lot of these guys that bought trucks with them loans and stuff, the PPE and all that stuff, and bought a whole bunch of them, got in a lot of trouble. It was real bad down there in Atlanta. They was doing it real heavy in Atlanta. We got like rappers and stuff like that was doing it too. Like, what's his name? Lil Durk out of Chicago. I think he got a trucking company. And some other guy off Love and Hip Hop or something like that. I think it was Love and Hip Hop or Black Ink Crew or something like that out of Georgia, Atlanta. They got a trucking company, but he started buying Lambos and stuff like that. Like dumb stuff, but yeah, like I was saying anyways though, but don't come into this industry thinking you're gonna make a quick flip, because it don't work like that. As quick as you came in, you're gonna get chewed out. Oh, Lil Durk Ben had one, okay. But yeah, I know I just recently heard that he had one. I was like, oh, maybe he went and got the joint. But he was on the low with it. But yeah, man, to answer y'all's question, man, that's just my opinion. I just don't recommend y'all trying to, be a one truck operation and trying to you have no knowledge of the industry and you trying to make a quick flip, or you trying to put all your money into investing in a truck, and then you buy a truck and then you be like, all right, then what? You know what I'm saying? That's something you do after you get your first truck and you actually driving and you have some knowledge, and then you can do something like that on the next truck. And then you can determine whether you want to do W-2s and 1099s. As you can see, a lot of people doing what people are doing now, leasing trucks. They're doing lease deals, weekly payments, and they're trying to, or a couple people was doing it, W-2 employees, and they got chewed out. And then they switched it to doing lease 1099, which I guess, could possibly work. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't think that's a good move either. That's just my opinion. I support people doing it. Salute to you. Make it happen. But just them weekly payments, I just can't see myself waking up every day or every week and knowing that them weekly payments is coming out. Now I'm saying I did it, but I did it for a short amount of time. I didn't even do it for a whole year. I think I did it for like 8-7 months or something like that. 8-7 months maybe, somewhere around there. But I just saw that wanted to move, doing weekly payments. But salute to anybody that doing it. Man, it's about to be one of these days, man. It's already going on 8:30. I ain't even at the door. I'll read some of y'all's questions. Let me see. Y'all got any questions, just go ahead and drop them in. I'll start reading them off. I do 12K, Brandon, I do 12K net a month with one truck. I do fine, thing, not too bad. What's going on, J True Trucker? I still do power only for Target though. Okay, drop a hook. The driver will call you with problems and you won't know because you don't understand the truck. That's facts, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Especially if you put a company driver, you gotta think about it. You buy that one truck and you put a driver in it, a W-2 employee, you're responsible for all the fuel, you're responsible for all the breakdowns, you're responsible for everything. You gonna have and if you ain't making good money weekly, man, you're gonna have a hard time trying to cover those expenses, man. Especially like when the market is like the rates are down. I mean, people think that people see the thing is the outside looking in. People see the rates going crazy through the roof. Everybody's buying trucks, doing this, but nobody's telling them what happens when the market is down. You know what I'm saying? That's that, and you know, when people go out there and buy them trucks, man, and then next thing you know, they out of business. You know, YouTube algorithm choose me to this channel. J Mars, about to see what you about. Starting to see a bunch of YouTube trucker channels, hella frauds. Damn, man, I'm sorry to hear that, J Mars. But everything over here, we drop jewels, man. I try to help y'all, guide y'all to the next, get y'all to the next level. And we don't play no games over here, man. Driver's not gone. Driver's not gone. Ruin my authority. I'm good. Respect and salute from PA heading to VA. Okay. Okay. So you coming down? I just posted a load. Broker talking about the PA to VA. You have to understand the freight in the area. That's facts. Gervonta. Oh, you talking about Gervonta? Yeah. Oh, he got one too. The boxer. He out of Baltimore, but there was another dude out of Atlanta that had one. I think he was like Love and Hip Hop or something, or Black Ink Crew or something like that. Yeah, he out of Maryland. Yep. I didn't even know he had a trucking company. I have a KWT 680 IX15 10 speed. 550K. Do you think it's good to buy 2015? That's what I got. I got a T680 IX15. I bought mine at 500,000. Yeah, it's a good buy. I mean, I like the T680 Cummins. You know, I try to tell Josh, but his mind already made up. I think he's scared of breakdowns. Nah, I mean, he just, you know, he had his issues with used trucks, and he you know, feels that new trucks, new equipment is the way to go. You know, not to say I agree with him, but that's just his opinion. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I hope he, you know, gets through whatever he gets through. You know, and he makes it work. He levels up. But that's the way he thinks. That's the way he thinks is the best way to do it. And if he's making money, he's profitable, then it is what it is. You know, everybody's gonna have a different opinion about new. We're not gonna keep going back and forth about the new versus used trucks. You know, everybody's money's different. Everybody's situation's different. Everybody's background different. Some people's not able to go to a dealership and get a truck. We talked about this yesterday in the live. Everybody's not. You know, everybody's credit ain't up to par. People got, you know, repos, bankruptcies, man. You can't get no finance. You can't finance a truck with all that stuff on there, man. It ain't happening. That's just what it is. I mean, you can't really do anything. You know, you can't even get a car with some of that stuff on there. That's just what it is, man. But I don't think when people think about trucking and they try to be owner operator, they don't think of it as a business. They think of it as their mindset still thinks as a company driver. Now, I'm not saying everybody, but their mindset is thinking they still a company driver. They still want to be like, they think it's just holding the steering wheel and just driving from point A to point B. But it's bigger than that, man. And it's much more to it. And but you ain't really gonna know until you get into it, though. Let me see. I tried, yeah, okay, I read that. What's going on, Anthony? I saved up. What's going on, zoning? I saved up 10 grand. Congratulations, man. I want to buy a truck. That's not enough, zoning. It's not enough, man. Unless you got some good credit and you be able to get access to a loan, man. 10 grand just to buy a truck, and that's all you got. I wouldn't do that. Keep saving. I'm almost at a 700 credit score. Keep working on that credit score, man. Anthony M, is there a major difference between paying a driver a W-2 and a 1099? Yes, it is. Yes, it is a major difference. W-2, especially in Virginia, you pay a guy on a W-2, man. They want you. I don't know if it's anywhere else, but you got to pay. You got to pay half of their taxes, federal Social Security. You got to pay workers' comp. And I think it's something else you gotta pay. Uh, that's why I never went the route of buying. I wasn't even interested in. I was never interested in buying trucks and putting the company drivers in it. That's just not what. That's not how my business plan was set up. Calvin Lee, he in here. He got company drivers on W. I think he got W-2 employees, but I don't know. His state might be different from one of mine. Virginia is Commonwealth state. They on that BS. I don't want to do nothing like that. I was never interested in buying multiple trucks. You know, I'm more into the trailers and owner operators. That's just me. But yeah, 1099. You know, it just depends on how your business is set up. It just depends how your business is set up. If you want to go with a 1099 employee or you want to go with W-2. You know. Trying to set my family up straight, man. Okay, yeah, man. You got to put yourself in a position to get there, man. Like I said, we spoke about that yesterday too, about, you know, wives and, you know, kids and stuff like that. You know, everybody, you ain't gonna be able to do what you want to do sometimes. If you got a wife, you know, a wife might be like, nah, I want to get a house first before you start this business. You know, you gotta follow that. Hello. Got the trailer back out too, man. I'll read y'all's questions in a second. Let me back up into this door. The ship is starting to be like TA, man. Take all day. What up, Delvin Green? A good extended warranty company. I couldn't even answer that question, Clifton. How? I'm just not really a warranty kind of guy. 30K on the stock market yesterday. Okay. I love my paid off 17. But you got a paid off 17 what? 2017? I'm in a dilemma on rather if I should. What's going on, Armin? Rebellion. I'm in a dilemma rather if I should buy a day cab or sleeper hauling containers. Day cabs have very low mileage. I don't know, man. It just depends. Like, if you gonna get a day cab, then you pretty much telling yourself that you're gonna stick to doing containers throughout your trucking career. But if you decide to switch over, change up, and you got that day cab, you might be at some of these shippers for a very long time, man. You don't wanna set yourself up like that, because you might say you want to do containers right now, but you might want to switch up. So, the best suggestion is to is to get a sleeper. Because you never know what you might do, you know. But if you want to do containers for the rest of your life, go ahead and get the day cab. Zoning, what type of loan should I apply for and at what credit score? We talked about loans yesterday, you know, in banks and stuff like that. I always suggest the Navy Federal. You get a personal loan. Don't go to Navy Federal talking about a business loan, or any of these banks talking about a business loan. Get a personal loan, and they're gonna ask you what's the personal loan for. Just say, you can say whatever. Just say a major purchase or something like that. That's all you gotta say, man. You don't need to be telling them about a business and none of that. Say you're trying to get a personal loan and you're trying to get it for a major purchase. That's all you need to say. As far as the credit score, most of those places want to see, you know, I don't know, like a 650 maybe, a 675 maybe or better to get a loan. And a lot of things, you can't really say a number like that, because a lot of things gonna factor in with your credit score, like age of history and do you pay your bills on time, you know, stuff like that factors. You know, you got repos, you got, you know, a lot of that stuff's gonna factor in. I'm not a credit specialist at all, but I do know a lot of those things factor in whether you can get certain loans, and depending on that, you can get the interest rate. But I do know you can y'all can check out Lending Club. Lending Club will get you a loan. It's gonna be a high interest rate, but you'll get a loan though. And I think they kind of work with you on your credit score. So check out Lending Club. What's going on, Jerome Jones? What's going on, Vlad 28B? Yeah, you gotta pay them taxes on them W-2 employees. That's one thing the employees never see. It could be a couple of $100 per week. In some cases, 10-9, you don't pay that. See, there you go, right there. That's why. So it is. I guess that is what it is. I know, because I knew in Virginia, man, you're gonna have to pay half their taxes, and you gotta workers' comp, and you gotta pay quarterly taxes. I don't pay quarterly taxes. I pay yearly tax. I pay mine every year. But it's like I think it's like a little fine or whatever. But it don't be like that. I just don't have time. Like, they don't want you to pay quarterly taxes and paying quarterly if it's like, ain't nobody doing all that, man. Let me see. Go to a credit union. Gotta make sure if you're hiring a contractor or an employee. I know where you at. The seafood warehouse by that food line on Military Highway by 664. I don't know if it's a food line. Yeah, I think it is a food line over here. It might be up the street. Are your trailers for rent? No. Only way you can get one of my trailers if you lease under me. I don't rent out trailers. Big Cam, what up? Is a reefer trailer more expensive than a dry van? Yeah, it is. In some cases, depending on years, depending on a lot of things factor in. You know, it can vary. I mean, I've seen reefers cheaper than dry van all day. You know, it just depends on year and what year you get, and you know how the looks of it and how was the trailer handled, and a lot of things vary with that stuff though. What up, Watson channel? Dreads, man. Yeah, man. I've been doing these. Be 8 years next month. Appreciate the knowledge, no doubt, man. No problem. I'm in Northern California, new to this channel and all that. I appreciate you coming in. Oh, you in Northern California, man. Ooh. You up there with the mountains, some real mountains. California got some different rules. I don't even want to get into the California stuff because the stuff I might be speaking on is gonna be something totally different over in California. Y'all got different. They got different rules over there, man. And it makes it hard. It's really bad for truck drivers to win over there, especially with the especially for owner operators, and especially for the all the guidelines and rules, and you know they keep creating rules every year, man. Every year is something new, and California is the first state to come up with rules, and then all these other states. First is California, and then it'll be like New Jersey. New Jersey, California will set a rule, then here come New Jersey with the BS, and then PA will follow up, and then a couple other states will follow through and stuff like that. But it's always like Cali to New Jersey. I don't know, but yeah, man, they got different rules over there, man. It's trash. I wish you the best of luck, man. Well, the best advice I can give you, man, is get out of California. Go to like, I don't know, go to Vegas or something, man, or shoot, Arizona or something, man. Get out of Cali, man. If you're trying to be do the authority thing and you know all that stuff, you know, because it's just ridiculous. Cooley, I'm from Norfolk. Are you from Virginia? I'm not from VA. I live in VA, man. I live in Richmond. Salinas, to be exact. Agriculture for the world. When the money get right, I'm going where all the Californians go. That's Arizona, Vegas, or Oregon. Yup. There you go right there, man. You can make a lot of money going if you live in Oregon. I met a guy a long time ago, probably about 2 years ago. I got stuck in Wyoming for like a week, and it was a step deck guy, a step deck dude. We had like 3 trucks. He was in Wyoming too, and he was telling me what he ran. I think he said he ran like Wyoming, Oregon. I know he said Oregon. He said something about Wyoming, Oregon, and I believe he said Montana. Those are the only states he ran. I guess he had a contract or something like that. And he was making a lot of money, man. He was showing me some stuff. And he said that's all he did. He said he'd been doing it for like 10 years. Something like that. But you can make a lot of money living in Oregon, because I know the money going to Oregon always pays. Always pays. You know what I'm saying? You just got to figure it out as far as what to do in Oregon. But you can definitely make it happen with all that damn snow, so you gotta be careful with that. But you can definitely make it happen living out there, though. I don't know what the insurance rates and stuff like that is, and the rules is, though. But yeah, man. Hope that helped. 2-bedroom house with no garage, paying $25. God damn. $2,500 a month. That's OD. Yeah, bro. I live in Jersey. I need to set up my business in PA or Delaware. Yeah, PA a Commonwealth state too, man. But at least PA, you can run PA. I said this before. You can literally probably stay in PA, and be local and make decent money. I don't know what Delaware is. I know you got a lot of tolls over there. PA got all them little small towns with a whole bunch of warehouses in the small towns. I don't understand. And you got like the Pilgrims and stuff like that be out there. The guys with top hats on with the axes and stuff. Weird stuff be going on out there, man. They act like they scared of black people and stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of that going on in PA, man. You love the Northeast, yeah, man. Kudos, man. I can't stand the Northeast, man. I can't stand the Northeast, man. But yeah, man. I don't know if everything went through or not. Also, man, y'all can y'all got any questions, My email is call me Cooley 804 at gmail.com. That's the email. That's the email right there. No black Amish people. Nah, man, they I don't know. I went up there a couple times, man, and they be up there with the pallet, the places where they build pallets and create pallets. Man, they be up there chopping that wood, man. They be looking at you funny and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what be going on, man. It's like you asking a guy a question and he just staring at your face. Like, answer the question. Like, what's the issue? I'm trying to get in and out of here. I don't got time to be, you know what I'm saying, playing these race cars. I don't want to say racist though, but I don't got time to be playing these games with y'all, man. You know, it's just weird, yo. It's a weird vibe. I don't know if you ever dealt with it. Go up there to PA up there in like Scranton and all that northern PA. Like, they just be acting funny, man. Like, I ain't come here for this, man. Set up my business in Delaware. For me, it's worth it. That's how I be getting $20 a mile. I did a water load for Convoy, 2 miles. 2 miles, paid me $500. No cap. Yeah, I believe it. Probably did. Like I said, I had my driver. He was up there in PA. I got him, like, it was a Convoy load. I think it was like 98 miles for $1,000. I'm just saying though, you ain't getting them water loads down here in Richmond. You ain't doing them water loads down here in Richmond, bro. Them boys out here, man, they doing them joints for the low. $300-400 for the 150 miles and stuff like that, man. That's what's going on. That ain't happening down here in Richmond, in Chester. Y'all know what I'm talking about, in Chester, in Niagara. That ain't going down, man. But yeah, in PA, yeah, you can do the water loads for them $1,000, you know, 150 miles. That ain't hard to get, because I actually got it really easily. And I don't believe you can't really do that in North Carolina either. Over there near how you say it? Mebane area, Greensboro area. Them boys down in North Carolina are reckless too. Huh. Power only, a decent living. I never did power only. So but I know the numbers ain't, you know, compared to what it ain't compared to having your own trailer. I tell you that. Most of them power only loads be one ways. We talked about power only. T Hill talked about it a little bit with Amazon. He said that was a good move to go if you got a new authority. But spot market power only, nah, man, nah. Most of them power only on spot market be one ways. Most of them. Amish people straight. I don't know, man. I mean, I ain't had no issues with them. I just know when I was up there, man, they was looking at me like I was crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, man? Like, here go the pickup number. All right, let me know where I need to back up at. It's like we playing, what game we playing? This was a while ago though. I ain't been up there since messing around with them. I ain't been up there since though. I just had that one issue with the Amish people, and it wasn't even an issue. It was just weird. Like, they didn't like black people or something. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, there you go, Charles Boyle. You know, the Morrisville. That's it right there. Morrisville, Mebane. Them boys running for 250. See? I tell you, I don't be lying, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. They be doing them joints for the low. Like, They'll go 150 miles for the $250, $300, $400, man. That's what they do. Y'all think I be lying about that stuff, man? That joint is a joke. You know, they had a, like I said, man, I posted that convoy joint in Chester. It was a drop and hook, Chester to Gordonsville. You pick up a loaded trailer in Chester. You drop it off in Gordonsville. You pick up an empty in Gordonsville, and you drop it off in Chester. And they wanted, like, it started off at $250. Somebody took it for $400. Crazy, man. This dude was taking all day. Water in Richmond like $300. Yeah, it probably is, man. It's cheap. It's cheap as hell. You know, you can't even do the $1,000 with them, man. I tried so many times. It was always a fail. You know, it's always a fail. The only time I think I did get to drive a reefer, though. If you can pick up a reefer load out of Richmond with convoy, most of the time you get some money out of that joint. Like I said, I had a driver. My driver, he picked up in Richmond, Virginia. He took it to Mebane, North Carolina, for $1,500, and that was a reefer load, though. A -10 joint. It was like chicken nuggets or something like that. So you can get some money off the reefer on convoy, but driving, joke. Niggas is crazy. They is crazy. Like you said, 250 in, 250 out. They doing that all day in Richmond, boy. So ghetto, man. Them boys doing in Atlanta too, man. Chopping each other's throat to get home, man. To beat that Atlanta traffic, man. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta might be worse. You know, just getting around all that traffic, just period, is just worse. I don't know. Hold on, bro. Power only good for Target. I don't know anything about Target. I don't know anything about power only at Target. I don't, you know what I'm saying? You're like the only person I know that's doing that. I just smile and piss them off more. Do you have like a virtual address there? The further south you go, the more ridiculous it gets. Them boys trying to be home every day, man. It was like, I remember, hey, wasn't it like last year when them boys was, Landstar was trying to go from Houston or Dallas to Alabama and back home or something like that? And they failed because they thought they could do that all year round or something like that. Like, man, it's crazy, man. You go ahead and try that at Landstar, you go see what happens. You're gonna be in and out quick. Damn, man, it's taking all day. I only been in Northern Cali and we diverse. So I'll probably look at them like they on one. Earlier this year, before the market came up, Convoy had water out of Mooresville for $90. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. In COVID time, man, they was trifling with it. Convoy was trifling. They was reckless with them numbers. I remember seeing them numbers. I remember getting on Convoy app and looking when the COVID hit, like in March. Was it March, April? Oh, they was trifling with it. $90, man. They was talking about some $90 on 150 miles. And they was just ignorant with it. They ain't care. People was taking them though. Oh my God, man. People was taking them. What you gonna do with $90 on 150 miles, man? What you gonna do with that? People crazy, man. Crazy. This is a big race to the bottom. Can't educate enough. I mean, this, oh, hold on. This is gig. Oh, you mean this gig is a race to the bottom. Can't educate enough. That's facts. I have 2 virtuals and 1 brick in OTAR. I did a holding company and placed the trucking company in it. And that's the way you got to do it right there, that holding company. I'm actually ready to get that going too, that holding company. What's going on, Reginald Durden? Make sure I hit the like button, man. Hit the like button for your boy. What the Texas lane looking like? I don't know. I have no idea, man. Texas is always funny, anyways. Locally, you probably do good, but I don't know what the Texas lanes look like right now. I ain't been out there so long with the truck, man. Lane Trucker was in here. He could probably tell you. He do flatbed out there. So Charles Bowler taking them left and right out on my truck. Hell no. Yeah, man, people was doing it, man. It was tragic. That was a bad time too, man. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Nothing like that. When it was taking them loads, when COVID hit, you might as well park the truck, man. I know I parked the truck for a couple of days. I think I parked the truck for a week at least. And then I got back out there because a broker hit me up and had me back out there. But yeah, man, it was a bad time. Spot market Amazon is bad in the South, but good in the Midwest and Northeast. Said spot market Amazon, I be doing all right. Because I did, every time I get a load from Amazon through a broker, it always pays more than the guy that's running Amazon directly. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time I'll pull an Amazon load. I don't think I ever get involved with putting trucks on with Amazon. There's too many guys out here, you know, just out here just doing the most. You always see them Amazon trails in the ditch. You know, just them boys out there running wild, man. You know, I'm good. Where you get an LLC from? So from your Secretary of State of your state. Go on their website. I don't get less than 370 miles with comp. Yeah, and the race took a shit. 2,000 from Alabama to Houston, deadhead back, and then the race dropped to 900. Yeah, man, I knew they was doing that. A lot of Landstar guys was doing that, and they was out. They weren't even in business anymore, man. They weren't even in business no more, man. They was done. Like I said, everybody owner operators is trying to find something where they can get their home more often, you know, which is cool and all, but what they was doing, that wasn't gonna work. Them boys was trying to, they was going up there and they was going there for the good money and they was deadhead back. That ain't gonna work. At least try to find a backhaul. You know what I'm saying? Tragic. The driver started winging it to Miami. Oh hell no. He definitely won't catch me out there to mess around in Miami, man. You definitely, I don't even know why people was doing it, but going down to Miami with a dry van is just, man, you walking on thin ice. You walking on thin ice. Them rates coming out of Miami for the dry van ain't never like that for real, unless you run into some contract or some dedicated. But even if then, man, that rate gonna drop eventually. But nah, man. Yeah, man. What did it say? That's a smart move. Appreciate it. Oh, you talking about Johnny Brown? Y'all talking about the holding company, I guess. But yeah, man, it's a lot of drivers out here. Like I said, I'll do a video sometime next week, man. We'll do a wellness check video to make sure to see some of you guys are alright out here, man. Cause is this the dude right here, man? Hold on a second. Open these doors right quick. Good. Alright. Brandon, man, you need to come over here on the reefer game, man. Stop playing around. Who you leased on to? Lionel Lawson, what up, man? Appreciate it, man. Yeah, if y'all not subscribed, man, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel too. Got a lot of I checked that YouTube joint one day. A lot of y'all watching the channel, but ain't subbed though. I mean, it is what it is, but you know. They didn't even try to get a back haul. Now they're gone. They was loving that 2K back to the house. Yeah, man, that joint was a bad. I think that was, won't that like that was 2018, right? I think that was 2018, or it might have been last year in 2019. But it was bad. And then I ain't even gonna speak on well, them boys was with the SFI trucks, man. Taking them trucks to Landstar. I just seen a video of somebody bought a y'all gotta be careful with them SFI trucks. A lot of people don't want to talk about numbers and with SFI, and you know, they don't want to tell you how much they paying weekly, but them boys is paying $1,000 a week for them trucks, man. Maybe more. You know what I'm saying? $1,000 a week for a truck, $1,100. I know Prime was doing it too. Won't Prime doing it? Or they still are doing it. Ain't Prime drivers paying like $1,000, $1,100 a week? Somebody quote me on, somebody let me know on that. I'm not really sure, but I know them SFI drivers, they definitely paying them $1,000, man, a week, $1,100. You can do that all day on a high market, but once again, the market always goes down. So how do you plan on doing that? It doesn't make any sense. Some people think this is some type of game out here, or this is some type of, just to say you have a truck, you know. I don't get it, man. That's common sense. You think trucking, you think we gonna be on a high market all 12 months? You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. Any business, you know, sometimes you got downtime, you know, holidays, stuff happens, man. You know, natural disaster, you know, stuff happens out here. But trucking has always been down for January, February, and some of March. It's always been like that. You know what I'm saying? It's always been like that. That's what it is. Some of you guys can't last 2 weeks without a check. So how you gonna pay for $1,000 a week for a truck? Some of you guys have to be out here, you know, because your debt is so crazy. You know, you living this lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Some of you guys went out there, started making this money, you know what I'm saying? Went out here and bought G-Wagons and stuff like that, BMWs and all kind of stuff, living this lifestyle. And when the money's short and they start cutting the rates, you try to maintain that lifestyle, man, and then that's when you mess up at. That's where you mess up at, you know. But some people just gotta learn, you know what I'm saying? They gotta learn from their experiences, you know. But I could talk about it all day, but somebody's still gonna do it. Somebody's still gonna do it, man. Folks spend money way before they touch it. Yeah, man. Even celebrities do it. Celebrities, rappers, singers, all of them do that, man. They get these little deals and stuff, and then they try to live his lifestyle. Actors to get fired, and then they looking crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because now they need another gig, you know. Same thing in trucking, man. People getting fired, losing their jobs, get like I said, we talked about VL, you know, with the whole their policies and the guidelines. You know, you get only 3 chance. You know, most of these guys on 4-year deals. 4-year deals, you get to buy the truck. But if you get popped 3 times, you're fired. You know what I'm saying? You're done. If you get, you know, you failed 3 inspections, you're done. So how you able to complete a 4-year lease purchase deal? You get 3 times warning. Well, you get fined. What do you say? Fine, 500 first time. Second time, $1,000 fine. Then third time, you're terminated. But that goes along with not doing proper pre-trips, you know. But like I said, once again, I talked about this already. Trash DOT numbers. When you on the DOT hot list, they gonna pull your ass in regardless. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna pull you into that inspection bay and they're gonna do an inspection on you. Like I said, compare apples to apples. If a state trooper see VL trucking, state trooper see my trucking company, who you think gonna pull in? He gonna pull in that VL trucking quick. He gonna let me go by. He gonna be like, oh, we don't know, you know what I'm saying? He just, you know, another carrier, you know what I'm saying? But that, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Oh, that was 2018. Okay, yeah, that was a tragic year, man. For that's when all them guys got them SFI trucks and took it to Landstar, and like most of them was on YouTube, and most of them was done. They was done. I'm working regional now. We'll be home weekly now. Better for me and my family. That's salute, man. That's kind of like what I was doing at, you know, when I was leased on. I was home every weekend, you know, and then, you know, eventually I got home every day. But we all gotta have some type of goals out here, man. As owner operators, man, some guys like being out here, you know, running 2 weeks still. Some guys like to be home every weekend, and some guys want to be home every day, and then some guys want to be home at least a couple times during the week, you know, and home every weekend. But if you put a set goal in place, you can achieve them goals, you know. You just got to keep working at it. Majority of them failed. I tried to tell them, but they wanted to argue. A few made it though. Yeah, man. Some people are hard-headed, man. They don't want to listen, you know. If it's too good to be true, then that's probably right. You know what I'm saying? But hard-headed, man. Folks out here hard-headed as hell. They said it was killing Landstar. But 6 months later, making a YouTube video saying they came to Landstar. I'm in GA, but wife wants to move back to VA near sister. I might move back Suffolk in your turf. Oh no, I don't live in Suffolk, man, but yeah, you can do all right in Suffolk, man. It's a lot of cold storage in Suffolk. It's about even. It's a lot of reefer stuff out there. There's a lot of dry, man. Cause I know the what's it, Advanced Auto Parts? Not Advanced Auto Parts. Big DC over there. I can't even remember who was over there. It's a DC over there. About a Pilot. If somebody know what I'm talking about. It's not Advanced Auto Parts. It's something over there by the Pilot in Suffolk. But they got a couple of little cold storages out there for reefer. But you can do all right living in Suffolk. Yeah, you can do all right. You can actually probably get you a contract living in Suffolk. It's a lot of in the beach area. It's a lot of local stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of local stuff out here you can do. You can easily get a contract out here. There's a couple drivers here that come here every day that got local stuff. They run from Chesapeake to Suffolk or Chesapeake to Norfolk. That's all they do. Home every day. But GA, well, we speaking on Atlanta. Man, I can't stand Atlanta, man. That's why I couldn't live out there, man. I can't stand that traffic. It's too many ignorant people out there, man. I just can't. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Outside Atlanta, like, maybe Savannah. Savannah's okay, or like Augusta, something like that. Yeah, but nah, man. VL put them poison pill in careless drivers. Yeah, I think VL is like that because didn't one of the drivers get into killed the baby or something like that? I can't remember the story, but I think a VL driver killed a baby or something like that. Killed somebody. And that stuck with them ever since. But they got like 3-4 MC numbers, man. They be out here thinking they slick. But that might be one of the companies, and then everybody goes there because everybody go there because you got at least cheap payments. But nobody tells you about the policies that's in place. You know what I'm saying? They got some strict guidelines, and that's why they got strict guidelines, because people be getting popped. You know what I'm saying? They got to enforce them. But it makes it very hard for somebody to complete the deal. The LP deal. With them guidelines in place. And they know that. They know that. All they do is once they terminate somebody, they find somebody else with that same truck and they flip it. So they making triple. That's all they doing, man. They would LP a truck like 20 times. They would LP a truck like 20 times, man. I'm telling you, man. Oh man, them carriers making money, man. They're making money though, but they spend a lot of money too because they get popped so many times by DOT and they got to pay all these fines. But it's crazy, man. Ace Hardware, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. They got a DC over there. I've been over there a couple of times. They actually got a dedicated run over there from there to Michigan. Only thing is, man, you gotta run it at night and it's heavy. And it's a drive-in run, but I won't. You know what I'm saying? I told dude, man, I ain't running that. You know what I'm saying? They won't pay enough for me to run it heavy, and then I don't mess with 68. I hate 68, man. I am not going across 68. I hate 68, dog. I'm good. I'm 1 hour from Savannah at Fort Stewart. Okay. Yeah, I used to go down there to Fort Stewart. My son used to live out there. Down there in Fort Stewart, near Fort Stewart. Back there in the woods, man. Yeah, I've been out there. I used to go out there all the time, man. I come out of Shelby, North Carolina, up to Petersburg to the Aldi for $1,500, and got the thread from Honeywell for $1,000 home. I love VA. That's a good deal right there, man. Ain't bad. That works out for you, man. Honeywell, that's out there in which Honeywell? The one in Hopewell. Picking up them boxes. I think, yeah, boxes. I run GA to NJ, GA to New Jersey. Hold on, I run Georgia to New Jersey, to Florida to GA. Okay, so you must got a good deal going doing it like that. It ain't bad. Sounds like VL is for a lot of drivers who have no options. Pretty much, man. Pretty much. It put people in a position, but everybody want a truck. The thing is, everybody want a truck, man. It goes back to that subject. Everybody want a truck, but people be trying to do shortcuts. Once again, we talked about this earlier on the video. There's no shortcuts in trucking, man. There's really no shortcuts in trucking, man. Everybody's trying to find a way. It boils back to it. Everybody's trying to find a way to get a truck. Everybody want a truck, and then a lot of people want lease trucks and think LP, but then they got strict guidelines. you know, and then you got guys buying cash trucks, you know, breaking down every week, you know what I'm saying? And then you got guys getting authorities, you know what I'm saying, and still running like they're a company driver. You know what I'm saying? When you get to authority, man, you need to be home more. You don't really need to be out here like that unless you out here on a mission, you know what I'm saying? You don't when you get to authority, man, you don't need to be out here like that, man. That's just my opinion though. I'm just saying you really don't need to be out here like that. You don't need to run like you leased on still. That's what people fail to realize, you know. The authority, like I said, I spoke about that. Like I said, I got the authority for the freedom. The money was gonna come, you know, eventually, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I was never in debt. Never in debt, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm out here scrambling. I don't need to run 3,000 miles. I never even ran 3,000 miles. I never ran 3,000 miles before. I don't know how to think about it. I got close, maybe 28, but I don't think I ever ran 3,000 miles. And then if I did, it maybe been like one time. But you don't need to run 3,000 miles to see a check. You know what I'm saying? But people don't get it, man. It's all about lanes and connecting dots. You know what I'm saying? Staying out of certain states with a market. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows you don't need to be in a. You should not. I'm gonna tell you like this. Times like this right now in wintertime, you do not need to be in the South. Unless you on some dedicated run. But if you just running off the spot market and booking freight, you know, off different brokers, do not go to the South. I tell people, man, right now you need to be in the Midwest. That's where the money's at. Stay in the Midwest, play around, and then, you know, go back home. You want to go home every weekend, you live in Virginia, you know what I'm saying? Or, not Virginia, but you live in Georgia, go to the Midwest. Go to the Midwest, play around in the Midwest, and go back home. Take a load back to Georgia. You'll be home every weekend. It's not, y'all make it harder than what it is. Stay in one lane, and you'll be all right. Or stay in a Pacific lane or triangle, you'll be all right. Don't be out here going around and, you know what I'm saying, messing around out there in the West Coast. You live on the East Coast for what? Hey, what's going on with this East-West thing? Like, you could make the same amount of money. A person that goes from the West Coast to the East Coast for whatever, 6-7 grand, you could do the same thing, make that same amount of money by staying on the East Coast if you do it right. But you start messing around in certain states, and you thinking because you got a good money going in that certain state, and then it want enough money to go in that certain state, and then you end up, you know what I'm saying, either taking a cheap load or you end up deadheading 1,000,000 miles. You know what I'm saying? And now you messed up. You messed the week up. But that's all it is for real. VL Trucking pay good or what? I don't know what they pay, man. I know I was just speaking on VL Trucking and how a lot of guys are doing the LP over there, and then they got these strict guidelines, and you wonder why they got strict guidelines. And it makes it hard for somebody to complete a 4-year deal when you getting pulled into a weigh station, you know what I'm saying, every single time you pass a weigh station, and then you get popped. You know what I'm saying? You know, that tell you right there, you're not doing a proper pre-trip, or they just out here really digging on people. But, you know what I'm saying? But that's what happens when you go to a company like that. You know what I'm saying? I get 3K to go to NJ. Okay, that's good money. You picking up thread for military vests and coats, weighs about 4K. Okay. Yeah, I've been to Honeywell. I used to do a Honeywell when I was doing drive-in, man, and I can't remember where I used to take it, but I've been there a couple times. I want to say I was taking it in North Carolina, but I can't remember. Try 3K to Florida. Yeah, you can go to Florida if you get a good rate. But some people taking loads, like for example, It makes 0 sense for you to go from PA to Florida for $2,000. Like, just mind-boggling. Like, what are you taking? I just don't get it, man. Like, you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't even do that going to Jacksonville, man. But people doing it though, man. I leaving money on the table. You home every day. How many miles you drive a day? Yeah, I'm home every day. I drive about 200 miles a day. Yeah, about 200 miles a day, somewhere around there. Loaded, you know. But all actuality, it actually is more than 200 miles. If you include my deadhead, it's probably about 300 miles. 300 miles a day. It's like I said earlier in the video. I don't know if you was early on, man. It's like a job. This kind of reminds me when I was back at Coca-Cola. I'm just bumping docks though. It's like a job, man. I do the same thing every day. Get up at the same time. You know, usually home between 4 and 5:30, depending on the traffic. It's the same thing, man. Every day, it's like a job. It's like, you know, but I'm doing it with my own business, you know. But you know, it's cool, you know. I just say it's cool, you know. You know, you're home every day. My ears was ringing. There go Roscoe right there, VL, man. Yeah, we ain't gonna dive in. Y'all already know about the VL, man. I ain't gonna keep going in that. We were just talking about the VL though, and how it's hard for you to complete an LP when they got the guidelines enforced like that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody asked how much they pay. I don't know. You know, if you can answer that question, Roscoe. But yeah, man, it makes it tough for you guys to complete an LP when they got them guidelines enforced. And every time you go past a weigh station, you getting brought into the bay. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that's what happens with some of them companies. I'm just working on my net of 2K and being home weekly. Kendrick, chasing the bag, what up, man? I never seen you before, you must be new. What do you think about getting a truck through a company? 4,700 down, 2018 Kenworth, 48 a week, 22 month lease, 4,700 at the lease. Hold on, gotta get my calculator out. You said 4,700 down, $480 a week for 22 months. Hold on, 480 a week times 20. Hold on, you said 22 months. So 480 times 4, that's 1920 a month times 22, that's 42,240. You said 4,700 down, so that's 37,540. Well, it brings it back to 4,700 at the end of the lease. What the hell they do that for? That 47, why would they do 4,700 down and 4,700 at the end? It brings it back to the same number. Well, okay, 47. So he paying 42,240 for a 2018. That ain't bad. That ain't bad, man. 42,240 for a 2018. Yeah, it ain't bad, man. But the thing is buying a truck from a company, they counting your pockets. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say they're gonna do it, but they like to, stuff like that, they like to cap you out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of companies do that to cap you out. You know, they try to control you and stuff like that. Try to keep you on the road. You know, just a whole bunch of stuff. But I mean, as far as the deal though, I mean, paying at $480 a week though for 22 months, that's almost 2 years. I guess. I mean, you only paying 1900 some change a month. It ain't too bad. Get it, Greg Chuckin. What's up, man? The same run every day. Things get old real quick. I had to give that up. 300,000 miles, 300 to 400,000 on the truck. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. Coke, oh hell no, I used to do Pepsi, the worst. Oh man, that ain't even the worst I did, man. That goddamn PFG was the worst. I mean, it wasn't worse. It was just, man, all that work for that goddamn money, man. Shit, that wasn't it. All them food delivery local jobs, man, that ain't it, man. All that damn money, all that damn work for that money, man. Hell no. You gonna be in a goddamn retirement home when you're 40, messing around with them. That's decent with warranty. Okay, yeah, with warranty, they ain't a bad deal, you know. I just don't know the specifics with that company. I post all my checks from VL on my channel. I'm gonna do a breakdown video for what I made this year, just to show people. What's your Roscoe? What's your how long is your lease deal for? Is it 4 years? Big money? Nah, man, ain't no big money, man. Oh, you did the same thing I did. You did Pepsi and US Foods. Yeah, I did Coke and a Performance Food Group. So you already know. You already know that work ain't no joke. You gotta work the truck, man. You don't go home to that trailer empty, man. Damn. I do not miss them days, not one bit. Okay, shit, man. But my plan wasn't to keep the truck and complete the lease. I'll probably most likely turn it back in. Hell, I can't stay in a relationship for a year. I can't complete a 4-year deal. Damn, man. Damn. Yeah, it make it hard for you to complete that lease, man. That's why I said if you're gonna do a lease, man, like I said, I did the lease deal for 8 months. And I got the hell on. You know what I'm saying? Stacked some money up, paid some stuff down, built my credit up, and moved on. That was it, man. Enough is enough. The leasing it's just a stepping stone, man. It's not I just don't think leasing is long term, man. It's 4 years, 500 a week. The total ends up to being 100 band. That's crazy, yo. That is crazy, y'all. That's worse than goddamn pedigree. You down there paying for like a damn brand new W9 or something, man. Damn near. My Pepsi route was in the hood. They used to steal up my truck. Yeah, man, my Coke route was in the hood. You know what I'm saying? But I was, I used to live in, not live in it, it was in the hood, but I used to, know know some folks around there. But my house was pretty much the hood. If you know Richmond, my route was in Southside. It's not the hood, but it was in Southside. So it was alright, but it was just like, man, ain't nobody trying to do all this, yo. And then PFG was worse because we had to get up like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning, and you doing drop boxes. You doing drop what do you call them? Drop keys, where they give you the keys to some of these restaurants. You know what I'm saying? And you go in there, and then some of the places be in some weird locations. You gotta be easy out there. Coca-Cola, HT Hackney, then Cisco early on for me. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm surprised some of y'all did some of that work, man. That was some real work, man. That's some real work. Talking about a workout every day. One thing I do tell you, you in good shape messing around with some of them jobs. But you can definitely make more money doing the same thing with your own business. But a lot of people don't get that though. You know, a lot of people don't get that. They don't know that. Or they don't want to know that. They just want to work for a company and let the company tell them what to do. You know, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But my thing was with some of them companies was the whole the vacation thing. Every time you went to a different company, they do everything by seniority. So you had to wait a whole year just to get a week off. Like, man, I ain't keep doing this, man, with y'all, man. Cisco and Sigma though. Cisco and Sigma tough. I bet it is. I'm glad PFG didn't hire me the way it sound. Hell no. Man, that joint was crazy, man. PFG. That joint is crazy. You should only lease here if you had bad credit or no money put down. Yeah, man, that's a lot of them lease companies, man. That's what they do. That's what they for. You know? Everybody know if you're doing a lease, man, you paying double what the truck is. That's why I was like, some of you guys, you know, just stay company. Just stay company, pay off your debt, or wait till your bankruptcy relapse or whatever, or gets back in shape and, you know, get all that repo and stuff like that. Then, you know what I'm saying? Go to a dealership and, you know, try to get it. Well, by that time you pay all your stuff down and get your credit fixed, you should be able to get a loan. But I mean, that's the best way to do it, man. Like I said, man, I did it all, man. If I could go back, that's probably, I probably would have did it better. My thing was, when I did my LP, I put down $5K. That's where I messed up at. But see, like, I didn't have, YouTube won't like that, or nobody was talking about it, or nobody was helping at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Everything was a big secret. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to help nobody. But I took that in the chin, and you know, we kept it moving. But if I could took that $5K, I would have been had my truck. But I don't know, man. It is what it is, man. That was years ago. This dude coming here swinging his truck like he crazy. Added me on Insta. Okay. Yeah, if y'all got Instagram, man, y'all can add me on Instagram, man. I know a lot of people keep asking me, do I got Instagram? I've been had an Instagram. I just don't be talking about it. But yeah, y'all can add me on Instagram. I don't really be on it like that. I just post a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, my kids and stuff like that. And other things, you know. I might be on the stories. You might catch me on the stories. But, yeah, y'all got any more questions, man? Kind of veered off topic. Well, if y'all catch it on the replay, man, you know, we talked about the trucks, buying a truck and putting a driver in it. You know, we talked all about that in the beginning. So if you need to catch the replays, check the replay, and it's in the beginning of the video. We just right now answering questions or whatnot. It's Lexi Loris. Why putting down $5K was a mistake. The thing was, when I did it, okay, we talking about back in 2018. Yeah, 2018. I think it was around like April 2018. I think it was. Putting down $5K on a truck on a lease purchase and paying weekly payments. Buying a truck through a company wasn't the move, because when I did that, I started having all these issues. As soon as I get a truck, maybe about a week into having that truck, I started having all these issues with the truck. All these kinds of issues every week, issues with the truck, man. And then that's how I found out, never buy a truck from a company you work for. You know what I'm saying? You know, I wouldn't buy a truck for a company that you work for. Then, you know, and then at the same time, that company was dispatching me. They was controlling how much money I was making. It just wasn't. That's not the way to do it. That is not the way to do it. I hope nobody does that. They telling you, you know, where you can go. You know, not where you can go, but you know, pretty much what's going on is the dispatcher. Like I talked about this too. Dispatchers telling you, dispatchers dispatching you to east to west, long runs. They don't know anything about anything, and just so they can dispatch their other trucks, man. That's what was going on, man. And that was back in 2018. I don't even know if companies still doing that. They probably are doing that scam stuff. And then I tried to leave the company, and they was like, "No, don't leave. We'll give you another truck." I was like, "I don't even want another truck, man." That's when I went to Metalark, and I was that's when I did the full maintenance lease. I did that full maintenance lease, and it worked out for me better. Doing a full maintenance lease, and I was making pretty much the same amount of money. Even I was paying even more money with I was paying more money on the truck note a week. But somehow, some way, I was making more money when I went to Metalark and I was booking my own freight. That's why I was like, man, dispatchers, man. That's why I said this different type of dispatchers. You got the dispatchers that dispatch owner operators. Then you got dispatchers that dispatch company drivers. Then you got dispatchers that dispatch company drivers, and then somehow they get promoted to dispatch owner operators, but they still running the truck like a company driver. You gotta watch out for that. Collab, what is that? Collab. How are you? Are you happy? Are you at a good place? Yeah, I'm good. Red Rashawn Cotton, what's going on? Just booked my first load with F2F 7K team load from Suffolk, Virginia to Iowa. What is that? A reefer load? You know, EC, what's up? You know how much about hauling fuel? No, I don't know anything about hauling fuel, man. 6400, 84. Yeah, I don't know anything about fuel, man. If Lane Truck ain't here, he hauled fuel. But yeah, I couldn't even answer that question. Hustle Bone, how you learn the lanes? I be seeing guys bidding crazy. I learned the lanes when I started booking my own freight. I started learning lanes when I was with Metalark. When I was doing a full maintenance lease. When I started booking my own freight, I started learning lanes. You know, I started being, you know, understanding what I wanted to do. I started understanding where I wanted to go, where I didn't want to go, and then I studied the market. You know, when to place my truck, when to post my truck, what days of the week I need to be in a certain state. You know, and then I just put it all together, man. You know, and then eventually I started running from PA to Florida, and I just stayed like that for at least my whole Suntech time at Suntech. I stayed in PA to go in Florida. That's all I did. And then as far as reefer though, I kind of just learned the reefer rates. I just kind of just quoted everything higher than driving, and I just kind of just it just went like this. Like reefer was just different. I just understood it just like that. You know, it didn't take no time for me to understand reefer. Everything was just more than driving. I started seeing what brokers was paying versus me getting that $2.50 a mile on the drive van. Reefer, you getting $3.50, $4, just like that. Boom, boom, boom. And then I just started being more aggressive with it, and I just started shooting $4 all the time. $4, boom, 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 boom. It was just like that. But that hustle bone, that's how I learned, man. It was a common sense thing for me though. Like I ain't out, like, you know what I'm saying, you can't be out here playing games, man, because you know them breakdowns come in, you know, tires and stuff, steer tires, I mean, things ain't cheap, man. You got to get your money, man. Or you're gonna be out here like Joe Blow, you know what I'm saying, on the side of the road looking crazy, you know. All right, Brandon. I'm gonna get you on IG. My email. I think I put my email in there. It's callmecooley804@gmail.com. Roger, what's going on? What's your thoughts on $375 load, 72 miles, 42,000 pounds, flatbed, hauling fertilizer, Florida local? Nah, man. I do that. I do that here. I don't haul anything like that, man. I don't care what's going on. But then again, that's Florida though. I don't, you know what I'm saying, but I ain't doing that, man. I wouldn't do that. You need more money than that. I wouldn't even crank my truck for $375. I'd rather stay home. I think that's just but that's in my area though. I think that's a slap in the face to me. But Florida's definitely different from Virginia though. But I would definitely try to get more money than that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's flatbed too. You know, I do reefer. I added you. Oh, you talking about Brandon? If I'm new with the authority, can I use the low board to start? Yeah, man. Yeah. All you gotta do is call DAT or whoever and give them your DOT numbers, and they'll set up an account for you, and you're ready to go. You're ready to go. All you need is that DOT number. Yeah, Brandon. Yeah, he said that that's a bad rate too. Yeah. Okay, he said you need at least 700. Like I said, I put in place for myself though a day rate. Like I said, I said that in the other video, man. My day rate is $1,000. You know, I don't even take nothing under $1,000. My storage fee is $1,000. You know, I keep it. I am not playing, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Y'all do not understand how much they be paying on these loads, man. Some of these guys are getting 10 grand from the shipper, and they collecting 50%, man. They get money on these loads, man. I'm trying to tell you. They get money on these loads, man. As long as I'm good with my rate and the broker's good, I don't care what he gets. You know what I'm saying? But I always, you know, my day rate is $1,000, man. Not to say anybody you can do that ain't nowhere else though, but around here, you calling my phone, you talking about, you know, $300, $400, $600, I'm gonna hang up, man. Respectfully, I'm hanging up. Like we not doing that. What's a good pay for 300 miles in Texas? See y'all saying a lot of states that I don't even go nowhere. I don't go out there. Like, things have changed. I haven't been to Texas with my truck probably about a year and a half. I don't know what the rates is over there no more. I don't know what the rates are no more in certain states no more because I'm not there no more. But if I was you, start off with $1,000. See if you can get $1,000. I wouldn't say start off $1,000. Start off at $1,200. See if you can get $1,200, then work your way down to $1,000. I wouldn't go under $1,000 though. But that's just me though. But y'all gotta be aggressive out here, man, because like I said, you'd be surprised how much they got on some of these loads, man. You'd be surprised. First 90 days really slow with the new authority, or can you manage? A lot of brokers won't work with you, but you can still manage. I did it. When I was doing my 90 days, in my 90-day period, I was working with a lot with TQL. I didn't want to work with them. Try to stay away from them. But I just hung in there and just did it, man. And we got over it. After that, I kind of stayed clear from TQL. But I kind of hung in there. It was a couple other ones. I'm gonna tell y'all right now another jewel. if you got a new authority and you run reefer, I'm gonna tell you a shipper that you can get set up with. They're out of Missouri. It's called Black Gold Potatoes. They got a Missouri plant and they got an Indiana plant. That's a direct shipper. They work with carriers called Black Gold Potatoes. Hit them up. Get set up with them, and you can run palletized. I'm talking about palletized potatoes. We ain't talking about bulk. I'm talking about palletized potatoes. They generally go to like Walmarts and stuff like that. Hit them up. Get set up with them. And that's a shipper. That's not a broker. That's an actual shipper. They work with carriers. Nice little location in Missouri. Easy back in, easy on, and easy. Usually it's easy to go to Walmart's. Hit them up. Get it, Greg. Trucking. I'm new to the channel. I appreciate pausing my trucks. Good info, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for subscribing, man. G5, knowing what you know now, what would be your first truck starting out? Oh, I would have still started out with a Kenworth. I still would have started. I love the Kenworth, man. I just wouldn't start off with the Kenworth Packard, but yeah, Kenworth Cummins. Oh yeah, I'm with it, man. I'm with it. I would have stuck with the Kenworth, man. I'm not really a Peterbilt guy. I wouldn't have got no Peterbilt, nothing like that. Freightliners, you know, I say people starting off get a Freightliner, but me, I wouldn't got a Freightliner because Freightliners is a lot of issues and a lot of stuff with that in the beginning that you got to get fixed up. But yeah, Kenworth, yeah. Oh yeah. Cooley, thanks for the Troy Royale credit guide link. Good info. Oh yeah, he the real deal, man. Y'all Instagram, go ahead and check out Troy Royale, man. He the real deal, man. He'll get your credit straight. Good dude, black business, New York guy, man. He official, man. I used him back in the day, maybe about 3 years ago. Some crazy stuff and took some stuff. We'll have to do that collab. I'll set up the StreamYard joint. We can do a joint or something like that. I was trying to get you and YSC Transport on a joint, but he hasn't reached out. I don't know what's going on with him. He hasn't posted a video or nothing. I hope he all right. But I was trying to get y'all two on there. I wish I was going live when I would start trucking, and I freestyled my whole career in the Kenworth C15. Yeah, man, I kind of did the same thing when I started. I didn't have nobody like, you know, talking about stuff like what I'm talking about right now. Like, that's why I went through my issues, you know what I'm saying? I took my L's and I bit them on the chin and I kept moving, man. They didn't have stuff like this on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I just kind of did what I had to do and just kept pushing forward. That's just what it was. You know, the YouTube now is way better than back in the day in trucking. Everything back then, everything was a big secret. Nobody wanted to talk about anything. Nobody wanted to help nobody. You know what I'm saying? Then a lot of people was lying and stuff and saying they doing this, doing that, third. You catch them out there and it's something totally different. They work for a company, talking about they got authority. It was just a whole bunch of fraudulence going on back in the day. I mean, it's still going on now though, but it was just it won't like that back then. You know what I'm saying? Like I did my own research and did my own thing. You know what I'm saying? And then we come now, almost 3 years later, and I can show y'all some of the stuff that I did, that I'm doing now, and some stuff you can avoid, so y'all can put into your business, so you can avoid some of the L's that I took. You see what I'm saying? But some people take some of the info in and use it, and some people still. I tell them something, I say something, and they do it anyways, and they looking crazy. But, you know, it is what it is. Freightliners made with cheap parts. Yeah, they is. That's why they're a good starter truck, but you just gonna have to get a lot of stuff done to them. We talking about like water pumps, fuel pump, starters, alternators. They go out pretty quick. Stuff like that. But if you get all that stuff from the get go, you might be alright. You just replace them all. Like you buy a Freightliner, you just replace the water pump, the fuel pump, alternator, the starter. You place all them. There's something else too. Go ahead and place that coolant reservoir. If you place all that stuff from the jump, you probably won't have no problems for a while. Those some of the main parts that go out. There's another jump with the AC too. But I want to say the heater core or something. Nah, but it's something. Yeah, if you get some of them parts knocked out, and you might be alright for a while with the Freightliner. And the only thing you gotta worry about is death. But okay, bet. Nevada Trails and Trucking. New sub, good to see, nice, transparent. Okay, I appreciate you subbing, man. Appreciate you subbing. We've been on here for a minute, man. I still ain't loaded. Almost 10 o'clock, man. But yeah, I appreciate y'all subbing, man. I appreciate y'all hitting the like button. Make sure y'all share the video. Y'all got any more questions? Go ahead and drop them in there right now if you got any more questions. Try to answer some of y'all questions because I'll be short with my lives. I try to get jobs on my channel one day. I just gotta set up the StreamYard joint. And I did get some. It's when I've been doing it. Get some of you guys on the story or whatnot. And we can compare. Appreciate that super chat. I got a lady, man, that I found. Where did I find her at? I was just on Google one day and I was looking because I was parking my stuff at a Walmart, a shutdown Walmart. Walmart was shut down, and one day I was trying to park my truck and some lady came up, was like, "Oh, you park here no more. Somebody bought the building now." I was like, "Oh man," but I ended up moving, so I found this lady on Google, and I called her up and she was like, "Yeah, we got plenty of parking over here." I was like, "Okay." But at the time, I only had my truck and one trailer, and then when I bought my rest of the trailers, I said, "You got more space?" And she said, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, well, I got two more trailers, and I'm gonna put them here." And that was that. But it was Google though. I just went on Google. I was looking. I think I put in like semi-truck parking or something like that, and this lady popped up that had like it's like a shop. She got a shop and she got like RVs parked back there and all kind of stuff back there. But that's how I found my parking with the trailers. For all my equipment. So that was a plus, and it was right there near my house. In your opinion, how much money you need to start out in credit score? Man, you should get your credit score to a 700. Uh, Starting out, man. I mean, you could do 10K, 20K. You got the credit. Cash 20K. Go get a loan with your credit. Get 10. Something like that. You could do it like that. But you gotta have credit in some cash. You know what I'm saying? Just to get started. Always keep your credit in good standing. Always keep your credit in good standing. Always pay your bills. Don't come in with a whole bunch of debt. Keep your bills low. Don't be out here buying Lambos and G-Wagons, materialistic thing, liability, stuff that ain't making money. Just keep it simple. And at one point, you'll be able to enjoy the fruits of labor, at some point. But you gotta build the business first. Don't start spending money you ain't got. You gotta build the business first. Okay, we back. Ski lease trucks for running company drives. If you got a contract, I wouldn't do that. With the Penske trucks going, well, let me rephrase that. Because I think Penske, they'll give anybody a truck for the $5,000. But I believe if you've been in business for 3 years, don't quote me on this. I think if you've been in business for 3 years, the joint would drop. Now I don't know what the weekly thing is. It's probably based on business and all that stuff though. But I don't know about putting in W-2 employees in there, depending on what kind of freight you got. If you got contracted freight, or if you got something that's pretty dedicated, it might be able to work. But you got to crunch some numbers when messing around with rental trucks and stuff like that. Now I ain't saying you can't do it. It might be doable, but the numbers gotta be kind of consistent. You see what I'm saying? You got to be some type of consistency going on here for you to make that a long-term deal. But yeah, you could do it though, W-2. But I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if you can do it. Trucks or not. I don't know if you do that or not. I don't know what kind of guidelines they got or whatever. But you should be able to do it. Especially because I've never been at a mega carrier besides JB Hunt. I had a good experience with JB Hunt. It was my, I started off local as a company driver, but when I came OTR, well, regional actually, I didn't even do OTR. I did regional, and I was home every week. But JB Hunt, it was good to me. I was on the Southeast Georgia Pacific account, and I had a good time, man. I mean, I made my money, and I was home every week. It was majority drop-in hook. I would run from VA down to Georgia. From Georgia, I would run to Pensacola. I think it was Pensacola. No, it wasn't Pensacola. It was near Pensacola, Florida. Then from there, I would go to over there near Baton Rouge, New Orleans. I think it was Baton Rouge. It was near Baton Rouge, some little town near Baton Rouge. And then I would go from Louisiana to either Tennessee or Kentucky. Then I'll go home. Or sometimes I wouldn't even go to Tennessee, Kentucky. I'll go from Louisiana straight back to the house. But yeah, man, it was good when I was out there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, we still live? All right, let me see. Someone started. In order to harvest, you must first plant the seed. Went to make sure y'all hit the like button. subscribe, share the video. I try to go live again tomorrow, talk about some other things. Make sure y'all be safe out here on the road, man. Like I said, y'all got my email. Call me Cooley 804@gmail.com. Hit the email. Instagram, I am Calvin_T. Y'all can hit me up on Instagram. And I'll catch y'all later, man.